Speed 85 WPM. Be ready. 5 seconds. I would like to inform the August House that more than 40% of the consequential train accidents involving 60% to 70% of the total casualties occur at unmanned level crossings. However, funding is an issue which needs to be collectively addressed to fast track elimination of level crossings in the next 5 years. I have decided to set up a special purpose vehicle named Railroad Grade Separation Corporation of India in order to achieve even higher safety standards. I decided to set up a committee to examine the current standards of safety on Indian railways and to suggest stable benchmarks and safety protocols. Considering the zero tolerance approach in the areas of nuclear science and aerospace, I felt that the best people to guide railways in determining appropriate safety protocols should be from these two fields. My dear friend Dr. Kasturi Rangan, who himself is an eminent space scientist and to whom I am grateful, suggested the name of Dr. Anil Kakodkar to head this high level railway safety committee. I am also grateful to Dr. Kakodkar and his team for readily accepting my request despite their extremely busy schedule. This gesture underlines the fact that interests of people and the nation are close to their hearts. The committee has submitted its report on 17th February 2012 and recommended far-reaching measures and safety protocols. Madam Speaker, I assure the August House that the recommendations of the committee which receive focused attention as required. By way of initiating a long-term approach to safety and in line with recommendations of the committee, I propose to set up an independent railway safety authority as a statutory regulatory body. The functions of the authority would be worked out in greater details in line with international practices in the best interests of passenger safety. Since research and development activities are central to any tangible results in the area of safety enhancement, I also propose to set up a railway research and development council at the apex level to spearhead such efforts. This would also be in line with recommendations of Kakodkar committee. In today's world, safety is driven by improved technology. Hence, safety standards cannot be achieved without modernization, as safety and modernization are two sides of the same coin. At the same time, modernization cannot take place without financial resources and professionalization of manpower. Therefore, I had set up yet another expert group headed by Mr. Sam Pitroda on modernization and resource mobilization. The group has submitted its report on 27th February 2012 and has provided a blueprint for the next 5 years for modernization of Indian Railways. The recommendations of the group entail an estimated investment of rupees 5.60 lakh crore. There has been considerable criticism of Indian Railways in regard to only partial implementation of recommendations of several committees set up in the past. In this context, the Safety Committee has also observed that Indian Railways suffers from an implementation bug. The expert group for modernization of Indian Railways has recommended implementation of the modernization programs following a mission mode approach with clear objectives, measurable milestones, tangible deliverables, and well-defined timelines. I have decided to create missions headed by mission directors in each of the identified areas for a 3-year term. The directors will directly report to the Railway Board. Each mission would be provided with appropriate budget and operational autonomy. In addition, a high-level committee will be set up to facilitate coordination amongst the missions, fast-track implementation, and address bottlenecks coming in the way. With this, I expect that action on recommendations of the two committees would take place in a time-bound and need-based manner. The approach paper of the Planning Commission to the 12th Plan, which is yet to be approved, envisages an investment of $1 trillion in the infrastructure sector, with half the investment or rupees 25 lakh crore expected from private sector and remaining rupees 25 lakh crore being planned by the government from its own resources. I believe that railways, being a key transport and big infrastructure sector for the nation, must attract at least 10% of the government share of investment.